Yo, what it do, what it do, what it could be, what it should be, man. Welcome back to Welcome Family Us TV. All right, man. I ain't even finna waste y'all time tonight. First of all, Merry Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Happy Christmas Eve to everybody, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know what we finna do. We here for a good time, not for a long time. We just finna jump right into it. First and foremost, man, we gotta talk about what's been going on with Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson, man, because now a story to come out talking about he fall asleep in meetings. He stay up late playing video games. So I don't know why somebody's monitoring that like he's 12 years old in the first place. But, you know, bruh, it just speaks to a bigger point. This is a contract year for Lamar. You know what I'm saying? It's time for him to get extended again, which basically gonna make him the highest paid player in the NFL and one of the highest paid ever in NFL history. And he earned that, rightfully so. Like, bruh, Lamar should have won MVP in 2024. He didn't do it. They gave it to yours truly, Josh Allen. You feel me? They gave it to him. He didn't earn it. They gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? But this is the problem, bro. When you got a guy like Lamar, and I'm riding with him. I'm not a Baltimore Ravens fan. I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. I'm gonna make that crystal clear to y'all right now. I am not in no way, shape, or form a Baltimore Ravens fan. I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. Where he go, I go. But, bruh, when you somebody like Lamar, who don't have an agent, negotiate all his own contracts, him and his mama, you know what I'm saying? Nah, no outside representation. Maybe some lawyers that they hired, but no agents whatsoever. When you a Lamar that he ain't your typical cookie cutter, dress up quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Lamar walked to the sound of his own drum. Lamar is unapologetically himself. And yeah, Lamar gonna do him. And that's just what it is, bro. Lamar goes against everything the system stands for in the NFL for us what a quarterback should represent. You know what I'm saying? Lamar go against every status quo they got in place. Could you imagine? Well, he's been the face of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Partly. Well, nah, I take that back. It's been Mahomes. I give y'all that. It's been Mahomes. To keep it a buck, it's been Mahomes. But imagine if Lamar won his third MVP last year. And imagine if Lamar actually won the Super Bowl that same year, bro, with a Super Bowl MVP. There's nothing left for you to say to him, say about him, other than he doesn't have as many as Mahomes. But other than that, bro, it's nothing you can say about Lamar. Nothing whatsoever. So the fact that they coming out with this now, bro, saying he fall asleep in meetings. Oh, they practice in the afternoon as opposed to the morning because Lamar stay up late at night. He don't want to get up in the morning. You feel me? It's just odd, bro, that all this come out right when it's time for Lamar to get paid, and why basically the Ravens having a bad down year, and Lamar, by his standards, is having a down year. You know what I'm saying? And it's just ironic, bro, that, you know, people want to kick a man while he down, basically. But I can tell y'all right now, Lamar's the least problem why they ain't getting to the playoffs this year. Zach Orr, he trash defensive coordinator. I'm sorry. He in over his head. The job too big for him. He don't know what he doing. Every time somebody play the Ravens, they not scared of the defense. They have a career day. You feel me? They hadn't done nothing all season. But when they play the Ravens, oh, they ball out. You know what I'm saying? Drake May, Patriots. First 300 yard passing game in his career came versus the Ravens this past weekend. Came against the Ravens. Nobody's afraid of that defense in Zach Orr, bro. Nobody's afraid of that defense. Do not put no fear in nobody's heart on the opposing side. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, look, Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf. They done won. I think the Steelers done won like 3 games straight. That streak started, guess with who? The Ravens. DK Metcalf hadn't done nothing all season, been virtually non-existent. Look what happened, what he did against the Ravens. This man had over 100 yards receiving in the first half, bro. Nobody fears the Ravens, bro. So Lamar's the least of y'all worries. Y'all got bigger problems. You know what I'm saying? Defensive line can't rush the quarterback. Offensive line can barely block anybody. And Derrick Henry still done rushed. He's top 5 in rushing touchdowns and rushing yards and carries behind a garbage offensive line. Bruh, the Ravens got bigger problems than Lamar, bruh. Now, I will say this, Lamar is not above criticism, and Lamar is a part of that team, and he has had his hand in the team not getting over the hump. That is true. Lamar got to get it done, in the playoffs especially. We get that. But what we not finna sit here and do, bruh, is act like Lamar's been the main problem. Lamar's the only quarterback that always getting hurt at inopportune times, because the past 2 years Lamar's been perfectly healthy. He hasn't missed a game. But the 1 year he have a down year and it's time for him to get paid again, now people want to throw him to the wolves, talking about trading him. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here, right now. Trade Lamar Jackson and see what happens to your franchise, Baltimore Ravens. Trade Lamar Jackson and see what happens. I actually prefer they trade him. Trade him, yeah. And then you'll never be relevant again. At least for another 4 to 5 years. And that's banking on you draft the right quarterback after Lamar. Makes no sense, bro. Let's go on my page real quick. Because I posted a video of Kevin Wiles on First Things First. Basically, he gave pushback to the dude that wrote the article. I think dude named Mike Preston, something like that. But from what I've been seeing online, dude not really credible. But they taking it as he is. Not Wiles, but Wiles provides content. He provides pushback and asks legitimate questions surrounding the article he wrote. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to this, man. Hold on.
He didn't even mention he stays up playing video games. I didn't do that on purpose. Not that you were trying to right. Be combative with me. Because to me, that was a red flag of like, he's up at night playing video games. I'm like, all right, what's the issue? The video games? The staying up late? What if he was watching Netflix? What if he was reading the Bible? To me, if he's been playing video games, like it felt unfair.
Here's where it didn't feel unfair. When they tie in a couple paragraphs later, they practice in the afternoons instead of the mornings, which is his preference and not the coach's. And now falling asleep in meetings. Like
now, he's been there. How long has he been there?
I mean, 8 years. Like
how many times has he fallen asleep in a meeting?
I don't know.
He's been there for 8 years. This is the first time we're hearing about it when they're below 500 for the first time I remember in Lamar's career.
Yeah, but
besides early on in the year. To me, it felt a little bit, I don't know, when you're saying he should give back money, that felt a lot. Trade him to the Dolphins. To me, I don't know. I'm just not willing.
Well, it clearly was.
We have to have this conversation. Someone's got to be Lamar's lawyer here.
Well, this stuff was clearly leaked.
Like I was saying, my bad, I was muted, y'all. But you saying he falls asleep in meetings. Okay, how many times? How many times he fell asleep in meetings? They didn't specify that in the article. You know what I'm saying? He done been there 8 years. How many times did this happen? Is this a reoccurring thing? You didn't specify that. All you just said, oh, he falls asleep in meetings. Come on, bro. He been playing stay up late playing video games. Okay. And y'all been tracking that since he got in the league? Because if you have, then, hey, by all means, provide the criticism. But if you haven't, and you just going off hearsay, like, come on, bro. Let's be for real here, dog. Let's be for real here, dog. This is a 2-time MVP we talking about here, dog. 3-time first team All-Pro that we talking about. It should be a 3-time MVP, but we all know that MVP was stolen from him last year. Bruh. People got it out for Lamar, bruh. Because like I say, bruh marched to the beat of his own drum. He ain't the traditional stand buttoned up quarterback that you see in the NFL. He just not. And he ain't gonna be. Whenever you challenge the system, bro, they always looking to knock you back down. Anytime you going against traditional values, you going against traditional methods, they always looking to try to put you in your place, bro. Because they taking it as you think you bigger or better than the program. Nah, that ain't what it is. What it is I'm not finna do it the way everybody else do it because that don't suit me. That's what that is. But that's what they can't accept. You know what I'm saying? If it was a white quarterback doing that, bro, this would be no issue. It's only because it's Lamar, bro. And I hate to make this about race, but we got to call a spade at some point, bro. And I'm not saying like the analysts on TV. I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking about whoever got it out for Lamar in the NFL, bro. It's because of who he is and what he represents, bro. They don't want to have no more Lamar Jacksons come up in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Jaden, forgot bro name. Jaden Daniels for the Commanders. His mama represent him now. He don't got no agent. Who started that trend? Lamar. They don't want this to be a continuous thing because it's like we let this dude get too powerful. Who knows what other trends he might try to start in the league? You feel me? That other players gonna follow suit. It's all about keeping you in line and knowing your place, bro. That's what it's always been about. Always. But like I say, trade Lamar. Trade him. Go ahead. And see where y'all be at in 2 years.
I didn't even mention he stays up
playing
video games.
Like I said, I'm not a Baltimore Ravens fan. I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. Where he go, I go. Trade him. See what happens. Go ahead. Because I'm telling you, bro, they bringing up the injuries and all. They don't do this for no other quarterback, bro. No other quarterback. Joe Burrow done been hurt for the last 3 years, dog. And they done missed the playoffs the last 3 years. Nobody whatsoever saying nothing about Joe Burrow and his commitment to the team. Nobody's saying he stay up late. Nobody's saying he's falling asleep in meetings. Why he can't stay healthy? Somebody explain to me why Joe Burrow can't stay healthy. I need to know. What is he doing to not take care of his body in the offseason? So y'all saying Lamar need to lift weights and do all that. Clearly, Joe Burrow need to do something. Because that boy ain't been healthy since who? 2022. Like, yeah, come on, bro. Keep it a bean. You got to keep it a bean. And that's what I'm saying, bro. It ain't right, bro. In my opinion, it ain't right. And let me tell you this too, bro. If Josh Allen don't win this year, assuming Lamar don't miss the playoffs, and assuming y'all
fired on the day off.
Hold on.
Don't try to.
Like, I get so tired of this narrative with Josh Allen, bro. Oh, he don't have enough help. Oh, the team around him sucks. It's all Josh Allen and nobody else. This man got a league leading rusher in the backfield in James Cook. Pro Bowl running back. Come on, dog. At some point, the excuses run out, dog. At some point, the excuses run out. You ain't got Mahomes or Lamar in the playoffs this year. What's your excuse finna be, Josh Allen? I'm going to need you to get it done, brother. I'm going to need you to get it done. Because if you don't, all right, cool. Now you're not above criticism no more because you still couldn't get it done with no Mahomes, no Lamar, and we got young quarterbacks that you got to go up against with limited playoff experience. Or none, like Drake May, no playoff experience. Trevor Lawrence, limited playoff experience. Bo Nix, limited playoff experience. C.J. Stroud, limited playoff experience. But, and if you can't get past none of them, you know what I'm saying? The Steelers, I don't think the team ready for it. Aaron Rodgers proven in that sense, but I don't think the team as a whole is ready for prime time in the playoffs. Jalen Ramsey proven, yeah. But a lot of those other guys, they ain't proven yet. We got to see. So Josh Allen is no excuse. But according to ESPN analysts, it's never Josh Allen's fault. Hold on, let me look for Josh Allen. What they be saying so y'all can hear it from the horse's mouth. Don't take my word for it. Let's watch this. Oh, here we go, right here.
Josh Allen to me is Superman, right? Like he does significantly more with less. If you look at his receiving core versus what Jalen Hurts has, you would say advantage there, right? And so when I look at Josh Allen, he has put this team on his back a number of times. They have literally one of the worst, if not the worst, run defense in the NFL. They have given up 5 different rushers, 100-plus yard games. 4 have had a $140. And for him to be carrying this team into the playoffs, and literally, y'all, when you look at the AFC, they have a real shot. If their defense can just Band-Aid it, they got a shot. And why? Because of Josh Allen. And so I would just say, with no disrespect to Jalen Hurts, who is a freaking baller in and of himself, yeah, I would lean my way towards Josh Allen. It's tough. I'm going to go Josh Allen. And here's the deal. Like Josh Allen to me is Superman, right? Like he does.
It's no winning with that dude, bro. It's always everybody else. It's never Josh Allen. It's never Josh Allen, my guy. It's always everybody else. The rest of the team around him suck. You know what I mean? It's always Josh Allen. Hold on, let me see. That's not the one I was looking for. I was looking for this other one. I'm going to find it somewhere. I'm going to find that, bro. Stay with me, y'all. I got you. And what I don't also agree with, bro, is why nobody don't really provide real pushback when giving these talking points. You know what I'm saying?
Teams face off this Sunday when the Eagles take on the Bills. Jalen Hurts and the Philly offense have seemingly righted the ship with 2 dominant wins over the past 2 weeks. Meanwhile, Josh Allen has led Buffalo on a 4-game win streak, which gives the Bills a chance to steal the AFC East title from the Patriots. And while the Bills may have already clinched their spot in the postseason, Josh Allen has set his sights on something bigger.
The way that I put it in terms is to win the lottery, you got to buy a ticket. To win a Super Bowl, you got to make the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is our ticket. Now, what we do with that is up to us.
Everybody's got good one-liners. So you got Mike Tomlin. You've got for entertainment purposes only. You got Josh Allen talking about
a lot to go right to reach his maximum potential. He needs a great O-line.
Way towards Josh Allen.
I don't know if this is your doing this question or if it's a producer. This is a question that's designed to cause trouble.
Yeah.
And I think you had a very respectful answer. It's not even close. It's Allen. And that's coming from an Eagles fan who loves Jalen Hurts. But Jalen needs a whole lot to go right to reach his maximum potential. He needs a great O-line, great wide receivers, great running back, great defense, and then the Rams don't win the game at the end, right? Like, there was a lot that. Now, he played his ass off in that Super Bowl, won Super Bowl MVP. I cashed that ticket again. I like him very much. And yeah, he did. But Allen's never been the reason that Buffalo has lost in the playoffs. Never once.
Yeah.
Kincaid, make a catch. Field goal kicker, convert a field goal. Kickoff team, make a tackle.
Yeah.
Defense, get a singular stop at any point in some of these Kansas City games.
13 seconds.
Allen is the guy who puts the team on his back and puts you in a position to win. You're only there because of him. Hurts has had those games, but the consistency level and what he needs in order for everything to go right, it's Allen by a mile here.
That's y'all.
My bad again, y'all. I was muted again. But what I was saying was, hey, the world will end if you criticize Josh Allen for not getting his team over the hump. The world gonna end, bro. Because they absolve this dude from any type of criticism whatsoever. It's never Josh Allen's fault. It's everybody else. But when Lamar lose, it's Lamar's fault and nobody else's. It's all on Lamar. Lamar choked in the playoffs. When Josh Allen lose, it's nobody's fault. When Joe Burrow lose, the team suck, but not Joe Burrow. They don't keep the same energy, bro. By no way, shape, or form do they ever keep the same energy. But shout out to Lamar, man. Even shout out Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a great player. Don't get me wrong, bro. But the media, the PR that they do for this dude is just undeniable. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's diabolical. Diabolical. But hey, shout out to them, man. But all right, bro. Let's get to this whole F the streets movement. Let's get to this. Because I seen some dudes, bro, that really wasn't feeling what Savage and all them boys had to say about the streets. Like, Boosie tweeted it. If the rappers gonna say F the streets, y'all need to stop rapping about it. Stop double dipping. Rap about fruits, college courses, staying out the streets. If you from the street shaped you to the man you are today. Your mindset, your hustle, your intuition, etc. come from the streets. Your support come from the streets. Yes, I want every kid to make it out the streets. That's what we all want. But I'm never saying F the streets. They responsible for our success. I don't agree with that line. Don't forget every successful independent record label started from where? The streets. All your music came from the streets. Your baby mama, you met her in the streets. What? So if it's F the streets, don't rap about them. Simple as that. Show the world, fans, and how good of artists y'all is, and take the streets all the way out. All the way out y'all rap vocabulary. I want to hear it. Bro, it's like so much in that statement, dog. It's like so much in that statement that I feel like Boosie just misinformed, bro. First of all, bro, the streets done claimed more lives than lives that made it out the streets, whether through jail or the graveyard. That's just a fact. Second of all, him saying your mindset, your success, and all that comes from the streets, I couldn't disagree more. Your mindset, maybe, but that's part of the problem. Because when you think about it, bro, there's very seldom true street cats that made it to the epitome top in life. Meaning like running a major corporation, running a Fortune 500 company. You feel me? Running multi-million-dollar operations, putting other people in position to become millionaires themselves. Yeah, you seen a lot of those stories through rap, but I'm talking about bigger than rap. You feel me? Everybody can't rap, bro. Everybody can't shoot a ball. Everybody can't throw a football, bro. That's not what it is. And then when it come to like celebrate the street life, bro, the real street life is dark. It's dark, bro. And anybody that sit up here and say it's way more good times in the streets than bad, bro, you lying, bro. You really don't know real street life. And I ain't saying that about Boosie, because obviously, come on, man. I was raised on Boosie music. So I ain't finna sit here and say like Boosie wasn't really out. We already know what Boosie represent. But what the problem I have with what Boosie's saying is trying to tie all of his success just simply because of the streets. That's just not right. Bro, you are successful because you had something in you. You feel me? You had something in you that was different from most people you were around. You feel me? You was blessed with an ability. You feel me? With a gift. That was gonna come whether you was in the streets or not. You know what I'm saying? Now, the stuff you rap about obviously probably would have been different. But your ability to rap didn't come from you being in the streets. It just didn't. And that's what I don't agree with. That's what I don't see why that they what they talking about. Yeah. But the thing about it is, man, these dudes give the streets way too much credit for their success. Way too much credit for their success. You know what I'm saying? I could never credit the streets for my success. Like if I was in their shoes, basically what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the streets molded you in somewhat into who you are. Yeah, that's a fact. But the streets can't take total credit for your success. You can't do that. Listen to what Walker say. I'm gonna let y'all listen to Walker, man.
I'm gonna talk to y'all. Kids in the neighborhoods, I'm gonna talk to y'all. In the hood, middle class, whatever. Don't rap and hang with motherfuckers that live the lifestyle you couldn't be a part of when you was a teenager or a young man or whatever. Don't fuck with it when you're doing music, because what it's gonna do is evolve you into being that villain that you ran from as a kid. Don't listen to nobody. If anybody say F where they come from, F what they doing, anything of that nature, that's trauma. That's trauma. And it's deeper than just F it as a whole. No, F the motherfuckers that's in it making it terrible. And F you for staying the same teenager saying, hey, I'm a product of my environment. No, nigga, you're a product of what you became out of your environment. It's time for you to change. If you're an adult, there's no more excuses where I'm from. They hiding literacy from me. Or this man or that culture. That nigga is you. You need to stop doing anything harming you, harming your body. That's food, harmful liquids you put in your body, harmful information, harmful sounds. Man, you gotta start taking accountability as a person, as a human, not as nothing else, as a fucking human being, man. I'm telling you. And for everybody that's running up on me like, yo, man, Walk, I'm trying to get on, let me get your number. But nigga, I'm not giving you my number. Like, please cut it out. And I'm not messing with nobody that don't have purpose when they rap. Point blank, period.
That's what I'm talking about, bruh. Like, niggas like to give the streets too much credit for where they are today. Part of the way you think and part of the way you are is because of the streets, but in a bad way. You feel me? It's never gonna be a time, bro, I'll ever choose always having to sleep with one eye open, constantly having to look over my shoulder, versus living peacefully every day, knowing that I ain't got nobody that's out for me. Whether it's the police, whether it's the people in the streets, whether it's somebody that envy what I got going on. Like, bruh, you run across all that in the streets, bruh. Snakes, rats, you feel me? Females that don't mean you no good, you feel me? They'll set you up in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? Your partner gonna backdoor you. You feel me? You go to jail, your baby mama gonna mess with another dude that you know, maybe your worst enemy, maybe even your best friend. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? And I seen Mac 10 talk about this too. Mac 10 said, bruh, none of these dudes' homeboys ever came to visit them when they was locked up. It was always a female. And that's a fact. Nigga, you get locked up, none of your dogs gonna come visit you in the streets. They just not, bro. That's just not how it go. You know what I'm saying? People trying to stay loyal to a code and a lifestyle that was never, ever loyal to them, that never honored them in no way, shape, or form. The streets never loved and never will love nobody. So all of these people that's saying they not with it, they can't let you say F the streets, bro, your mind messed up, bro. It's messed up. And that's what they don't understand. Because like what Walker just said, it's just trauma, bro. And then you institutionalize. Institutionalize meaning your mind so gone off in the streets that you think the streets just is everything, is just responsible for any and everything that you created and that you've done. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like somebody that they create music, but they got to get high first to get in that creative mode. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying, quote unquote, street rappers, the only thing they can rap about is the streets because that's all they know. It's one thing to talk about your experiences, bro, but it's another thing to celebrate it as if it was, as if it's a badge of honor, as if it's something that made you the person you are. Nah, it didn't make you. It helped mold you to some shape or form because you come from that. But you see niggas evolve, bro. If you truly want to evolve, you can't just keep having the same way of thinking, method of thinking in everything that you do. You can't bring street principles into a corporate boardroom. That's a mistake, bro. You can't talk to other people that never came from the streets like y'all in the streets. You can't do that. It's not gonna work. They're not gonna understand what you're saying. They're not gonna catch up on the lingo. They just not, bro. At some point, you gotta understand it's okay to polish yourself up. It's okay to evolve. It's okay to grow beyond where you come from. Because that's what most dudes' problem is. They never want to grow or evolve. They don't want to leave that environment. They want to stay in there because it's a comfort zone, and they don't want to do anything that makes them uncomfortable. That's why you see certain people never leave the projects. Just a level of comfortability that they don't want to ever get used to nothing else but that, what they already used to. Change is scary for most people. It's scary. It scared the hell out of them. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see everybody can't just go to a brand new city and set up shop by themselves because it's terrifying for them. Bro, I went to New York with nothing. And I set up shop. I lived there for 3 years. Ain't know nothing or nobody. I just was with my son, my firstborn son, and my baby mama. That was it. That was it. Nobody else. But dudes be so tied to the streets and to where they came from and the people that they grew up with there that they can't think they can't leave or go do nothing else. And that's a problem, my nigga. That's a problem. Bro, you thinking you tied to one situation. You tied to one area. Bro, the world is a big place. You gonna even tell me in this little 3-mile radius, that's all you want to experience? That's all you want to be? That's as far as you want to go? My nigga, that's not living. That's not living, bro. In my opinion, that is not living, my guy. That is not living. Let's see, Lil Zay Osama. I'm gonna let y'all listen to what Lil Zay Osama said. Same thing, bro. Niggas really don't get it, bro. They really don't get it. They don't. Streets made you niggas who y'all is today. All you niggas glorify is the streets. A lot of you niggas put on a street persona for so long. All the so-called street niggas ratting now. It's F the streets. The streets got its bad and it's good. Niggas saying F the streets to befriend another wannabe street nigga telling I don't respect it. If I see you dicks and ass Chicago rappers saying F the streets, you niggas just as scared as I thought y'all was, for real. Cause a lot of you niggas wasn't street anyway. It was the niggas around y'all. Say the streets, help the streets. See, that's what I'm saying. Anytime, bruh, you see people speaking out against what they don't agree with, it's a problem. People's minds so controlled by by their environment that they came up in that they don't know how to think no other way. You know what I'm saying? They just tie everything back to this one thing or this one environment. That's saying the streets is responsible for everything you've done in your life. Becoming successful is just like saying a dude, say you got a daughter and he was a pimp. He pimped out your daughter. Your daughter didn't live with you. Your daughter lived with that pimp all her life. And just because the daughter lived with the pimp all her life, she think that pimp did her well. She think that pimp took care of her. But what they not realizing is, that pimp, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it off the top of my head. That pimp, not exposed, it's the other word. Dang, what it is. Anyway, The pimp basically, bruh, used your daughter for what he needed. The pimp never truly cared about your daughter. You know what I'm saying? The pimp had your daughter thinking that what he did was more for her than anybody else ever did or ever cared for her to do. So now that he just got her mind going, thinking he cared so much about her that he did this, that, and the third for her, but all he was doing from the jump was the bare minimum in the first place. He never truly cared for your daughter, though. And that's what niggas who really tie all their success back to the streets, it's the same mentality. You think the streets did all this for you that you can't dare think that you could give your success or any other accolades that you accomplished in life, you can't tie it to nothing else. No, bro, it was you. You, not the streets. It was you. But niggas don't get that. They don't get it, bro. And the reason they don't get it is because their mind is so gone, bro. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta do something real quick. Hold on. Nigga, boy, yeah. Dang. Nah, I was talking all the time. All right, y'all, I'm bite. Where that video at, though? Here we go, right here.
Fuck the streets. Thug, squash the beef. Gunner, squash the beef. Everybody squash the beef. Fuck the streets. Y'all saying fuck the streets so y'all can all befriend each other, start back making music, do a collab tape, and be the best city in hip-hop again. And be the best city that stick together. That's the name y'all want. That's what y'all trying to carry. That's what y'all trying to do. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't give a fuck about the streets, bro. You get what I'm saying? You don't care about the streets, gang. Because if you did, you wouldn't say fuck the streets. All of us come from the streets. Our mentality come from the streets. The way we dress come from the streets. The way we think come from the streets. What we speak about in our music be about the streets. We got money out the streets. We got family and friends still in the streets. Hey, listen, I know what you niggas trying to do, right? So many niggas from Atlanta done told. What y'all trying to do is be the faces of hip-hop again. Be the faces of rap again. Gunna, Thug, everybody squashing the beef. Y'all make a collab tape, or y'all back doing features or doing videos and sticking together. And basically saying, fuck the streets. So a nigga can't be like, damn, how they from the streets and they snitching? How they from the streets and they making snitching cool or feel like snitching cool? Because it's fuck the streets. My homie them read it. Yeah, they read it, but fuck the streets. The streets is dead. So we can rat. It's cool with ratting. No. Stop that. We ain't going for that. Y'all playing in the motherfucking street niggas' face. Y'all playing in y'all fans' faces. Y'all playing. No, stop that. We ain't going for that. Y'all playing in the motherfucking street niggas' face. Y'all playing in y'all fans' faces. Y'all playing. You know why? All this is for album sales. These publicity stunts. A nigga gonna go right back to rapping about everything in the streets. A nigga gonna keep linking with street niggas, keep being around street niggas. The streets would never die. It's you niggas with all the telling and disloyal shit y'all doing. I could say this. The streets fucked up in Chicago for all the backdoor disloyal shit. The streets fucked up in Atlanta for all the snitch shit. A nigga said, yeah, he snitched one time and we swept it under the rug. How many more niggas out there snitching? And they snitching allegations was swept under the rug. Come on, bro.
They got me feeling like I'm academics. Can't run away.
Rollo, I'm on stream. I'll give you the heads up. But I had to call you because I need some clarification.
Y'all, I promise y'all I'm gonna get this muted thing right. I promise y'all I'm gonna get it right. But I was basically saying that whole time I was muted that, dog, whether you want to agree with it or not, people tying their success back to the streets. They just so far gone that they don't realize that's not what it was, bro. They don't realize that, nah, bro, you was actually great. That's why you made it out. It's very few success stories in the streets. I basically said, if you ask pretty much every dude that became successful in the streets, out of the streets, that made it, would they go through and live the same life that they did? I guarantee you 99% of them gonna choose being a square over going and reliving the streets again. I guarantee you 99% gonna say they rather live a square. Because I'm telling you, the trauma, the loss, and the hurt that you go through in the streets, bro, it's just not worth everything that you get out of it. It's just not. So I'm telling you right now for a fact, 99% of niggas that made it out the streets, they would choose growing up a square over reliving all that trauma again, going through all that pain, going through all that loss, going through all that heartache. I guarantee it, bro. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I bet the bank on that, bro. Because, like I say, you lose more than you win anyway. Every time. You lose more than you win every time. But thinking the streets is a real place, bro, it's not. The streets is a myth. That's what niggas don't get. The streets is a myth, bro. It's a myth. The codes that niggas try to live by in the streets, the honor and all that, it's a myth. Is it real ones in the streets? Most definitely. Is it people that won't cross you, won't do this, that, and the third behind, won't try to hit your baby mama while you locked up and all that? It most definitely is. But if you think the streets as a whole is a real place, is a place that has honor and respect, you fooling yourself, bro. You fooling yourself. And obviously you never really truly been in the streets, because if you did, you wouldn't think like that. And on top of that, all these niggas that's against people saying F the streets, if they really love the streets like they say they do, they would have stayed in them. They wouldn't have left. You know why they left? Because it wasn't the way. The better way, bro, is out of the streets. Because if they truly love it the way they say they do, they would have never left, bro. They would have never left. Come on, dog. Like, we got to keep it a bean here at some point, bro. If you truly love the streets how you say you do, you would have never left in the first place, homie. What you left for? Why? You found a better way. You seeing being in the streets ain't worth what come with it. It ain't worth doing a life sentence. It ain't worth doing a life sentence in death. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth the homies you lose. It's not worth your girl snaking you. It's not worth your best man snaking you. It's not worth somebody who you thought was your right hand backdooring you. It ain't worth it, bro. And anybody that tell you it is a bold-faced lie, bro. They clearly never been in the streets, not a day in their life. Because if they truly lived that, they would tell you, nah, bro, that is not the way. They would tell you that. But most ain't, because most didn't live like that. Most wanted to be street once they became famous, because they seen that was the lifestyle that was celebrated. And the problem is, bro, niggas just don't get it, dog. Niggas just don't get it. Let me show y'all of people that might have lived it, but they knew it was a different way. Nip was a true street nigga, but Nip always knew, bro, it was a better way. Always.
and our loved ones because we're not able to climb out of these caskets and holes that have already been predetermined because somebody's going to make money on it. You know what I mean? And I think that's where I was trying to, look, man, I know it's deep, it's generational, it's family, but
that shit ended street crime in LA for real, and it's ending it. Older dudes that they gang bang when it wasn't cameras everywhere and it wasn't no technology. So they gave us a message in a book of rules that they was able to live by, but they didn't have technology working against them. So they misled us unintentionally because when we start doing with all the shit they did to become reputable gang members, ain't no way you gonna get away with it, bro. Ain't no way. Your phone is connected to the tower. And your big homie couldn't tell you nothing about that because there wasn't no cell phones when they was out here going on missions. So when you didn't get caught with the gun and you made it back to the hood, but the police pulled up on you the next day and got your cell phone out your pocket, and you went to jail for life because that's the phone that was in the area of the murder when it took place. That's how you got caught. That's how you went down. And who's going to give you that game? You had to learn from experience. So what happened was our generation started looking at the message we was getting like, wait a minute, bro. I know y'all intentions was good, but that shit don't work. The technology gonna whoop us. And that's what happened. We was victims of the whole, that shit ended street crime in LA, for real, and it's ending it. So I was one of the people, I told my homies, we gotta embrace technology in a different way because they're using it against us. I seen that. I remember we was at the Arco gas station on Crenshaw and Slauson, and some shit happened. I had one of my homies from Bonnie Hunters was with me, and I was gonna pull into the gas station, and I seen about 35 of my homies out there, and I kept it pushing because I didn't want to disrespect the night by bringing the blood into the hood with all. Wasn't nothing gonna happen to him. I just didn't feel like that energy.
Tension.
I didn't even feel like having to press no line or making my homies feel like I was disrespecting the hood, whatever. So I just kept it pushing, honked the horn, kept it pushing. So a shooting took place that night. A big fight took place, and a week later.
And see, that's another problem, bruh. These older niggas got these young niggas crashing out, going on dummy missions, using them, exploiting them for their personal gain. That's what the word I was looking for when I was talking about the pimp story earlier on, when the pimp was basically exploiting your daughter, and now he got her mind all messed up, thinking he really was helping her. He really was doing something great for her, and now she is successful solely because of him. It's the same thing niggas from the streets think that what the streets didn't know. The streets exploited you, used you. You know what I'm saying? And now, but you were so gone, your mind was so gone off in the street life that you think the streets had everything to do with everything that you've been able to gain over the years. Nah, bruh, that was just you, because it was something special about you. It wasn't the streets, bruh, it was you. And that's what people gotta realize, bruh. You gotta give yourself more credit for for what you done accomplished, my boy. Stop selling yourself short. You gotta stop doing that. Niggas gotta realize that, bro. They gotta realize that.
I remember my grandma telling me, was you at the gas station that night? No, I wasn't at the gas station. All right, I was at the Black Club. The police said they got everything on tape. Oh, yeah, damn. A week later, the whole hood got raided. And 15, 16 people ended up getting real time. 55 years with an L behind that shit. And that was my eye-opener. I'm like, they got it. It's over. They won. The technology ended this shit because that was regular gangbang. That would happen every night. Many niggas to shoot out the gas station out of it, not at it. Sometimes at it too, but every night. And I just said that to say the second thing. We got trained from a generation that didn't have the same elements working against them. Even the laws was different. They got a thing called a gang enhancement. Meaning, let's say, Ebro, you a gang member. I don't gang bang. You in Rosenberg, see me, bow. Y'all jump me. Regular gang shit. Y'all fight me. Y'all break my nose. All right, that's a fight. Now, the fight hold maybe 16 months to 3 years max, depending on y'all criminal history. But you got the hood tattooed on you. He don't. He gonna get his 3 years. you got Rolling 60s tattooed on your body.
I actually do. That's
Yeah, I
interesting you say
know, I
that.
heard. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird that you know that.
Nah, but now when you go to court, they gonna say, all right, you're giving you 3 years for the actual crime, but your gang enhancement holds 30. Because it was called what they call great bodily harm. Because now they saying you done this for the benefit of a hood that has a history of murder, killing, bank robbery. So you doing this to benefit this hood. So now your crime gonna get you 3. Your gang enhancement, just because your tattoo, gonna get you 30. He got 3 years, you got 33 years. That's how they start whooping people. It's called a gang enhancement. And it's unbelievable. A carjack can get you life if you from a gang. The gang enhancement.
Bruh, I keep doing it. I ain't muting my mic no more because y'all keep losing track of everything I'm saying. But basically I was saying was, because Nick was explaining the gang enhancement and all that. I'm just saying, if you never been a part of the streets, what you don't realize, dog, is what comes with it. What you don't realize, like you see the cars, the girls, the attention, the money, you see all that, but what you don't see is the flawed dudes, the flawed women. You feel me? The backdooring, the police waiting to catch you slipping. Your enemies across town waiting to catch you slipping with your guard down, waiting to get the drop on you, waiting to rob you, waiting to jack you. Like, you don't see all that, bruh. And that's the problem. A lot of people don't. It's more dark than light, bruh. In the streets, it's more dark than light, and that's a fact. Guaranteed.
Fight and shit. But now you see a motherfucker. You think they looking at you stand, but they really fanned out. They on some, hey, you Vaughn, good man, you going crazy. But before it used to be, if you see motherfucker looking at you like that, they on your ass or something. You finna fight.
In Atlanta, they mostly know you for the music, whereas in Chicago, they know you for a bunch of street shit too, right?
Yeah, it's love in Atlanta because I ain't did nothing to nobody out there. Like, I ain't. But Chicago, you know, it's people. Everybody, family, everybody. Then you grew up around here, so you done fucked up with all type of people. You done see some people you done robbed before. You done fucked his bitch and all type of, and you done did something.
Right. That was a big theme in your music, too, is just fucking other people's girls, their moms, all kinds of shit. You can imagine a lot of people would probably be mad at you. If I saw a motherfucker in jail who fucked my mom.
You gotta beat him. You gotta beat him bad.
I don't even know. If someone has sex with my mom, I don't even know how I feel. Like, my mom has always been out of that category. She's like just much older.
Yeah, and I'm gonna rub it in the motherfucker face if I don't like him, too. Ooh, I'm a little boy. Straight stepson, all type. I'm rubbing head.
Stepson. So you walk by him in the hall and just rub his head.
Rub his head.
I fucked your mama.
Lunch in the locker. For us, because, you know, he from my block, so shit, you know how that shit go. But I was in jail.
Oh, okay.
So I was out first. We started rapping. He started going crazy. So you know, the shit been raw to us and shit, but now everybody get to listen to it. Now I'm in jail. They call him like, man, folks on the radio and shit now. Folks going crazy. Like, he taking off with the shit. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know? But I'm in jail. I'm thinking about jail shit. We still young. We still gang banging. It's 2011, 2012.
Right.
So I get out. I see. Talk to him and shit. He on the radio and shit. He tell me on the radio. But he was on house arrest. And I get out. I was only out for like 8 months. I get back locked up.
Damn.
But that shit changed. Yeah, that shit, nah, you know, Reese, Dirk, all that shit got to.
Yeah, that was just like that must have been the craziest time for your area specifically, and just to see, like, that was the first time where I ever seen a younger Chicago rapper, or really just a rapper in general, come out. And I remember the thing that people said was that he blew up in the high schools before he blew up really anywhere else. Like, it was in the streets and in the high schools, so it didn't. Yeah, the YouTube videos were doing crazy, but it was because of what was going on, like, in the streets, which is probably one of the first times that, for a dude like you, like, at that time, were you even thinking about rapping or thinking about being a star?
Nah, hell nah. We wasn't. That's what I'm saying. You know, what the fuck, how old he was? Had to be, he like 15, 16. I'm 16.
9 years ago?
Yeah, so you saying, we wasn't thinking about the rap shit, hell, never. So he been, I ain't gonna lie, he did though, like since Travis, what they called, Travis Porter and them?
Travis Porter and them, yeah.
It was a group.
Right, yeah.
He used to fuck with them hard. He used to be trying to be playing this music and shit. That's how I first heard about them. Now he get the rapping and got Nate type of white boy swag, the little surfer shit. He get the Holliston. Then he get the rapping, he got the Mohawk and shit, he rapping and shit. So he been thinking about it, but I'm just want to be I want the game bang because that's what's going on right now. We into it and shit. I want to be with the older guys that's running around in the cars and the money and shit. That's what was around. You know, that's what's going on. Right. But he just want to rap though.
But were you plotting on rapping even a little bit? Were you rapping, just hanging out with the homies?
I ain't the plan. I just go to the studio with him. I get some weed and, you know, we get some weed. Go to the studio. We go to his grandma's house, go to my mom's house or something. Then go to the studio, the nigga named Ken, little Chinese nigga, we go to his crib.
DJ Ken, yeah.
Yeah, we go to Ken crib and shit.
Still see him all the time.
So, yep. So,
a lot of the fans don't necessarily know how to tell the difference.
Yeah, just know that there's no truth to the music, that the music is just, it's entertainment, entertain y'all, so I'm gonna fucking get paid, I'm gonna doing their job, you see what I'm saying? Like the real shit, y'all know what y'all know, whatever. That shit gonna figure itself out in real life, you see what I'm saying? It's real. The music, y'all just stick to the entertainment, you know?
Is your money getting all fucked up, in your opinion, because you're not able to travel the way that you want to? Do you feel like you would be a lot further along in the game right now?
Right, you know, I can't do no overseas. You know how that shit go. You know, nowhere too crazy. Nowhere you know. But it's still, I'm figuring it out. Shit, I'm working. You know, it's working out. I'm figuring it out, and I'm gonna do whatever I can do.
Definitely.
You know, yeah.
Like, bruh, when you see, like, young boy, he finna tell Angela Lee, like, look, I swear I ain't have to grow up this way. I didn't have to. But I just ended up being a product of my environment. And that's what it'll be a lot of times for a lot of people. They just see what's going on, bruh, and they get enthralled by it. So they just want to jump into it too, especially if they ain't got nothing else going on that's somewhat positive at home. You feel me? Young boy raised by his grandma. There's only so much your grandma can do for you. You feel me? Because at a certain age, your grandma ain't gonna be able to keep you in the house. At a certain age, your grandma ain't gonna be able to whoop you. At a certain age, your grandma ain't gonna be able to tell you nothing that you really care to hear. You feel me? Because everybody go through that part in their life, dog, when whoever raising them, whoever doing whatever for them, trying to tell them about the mistakes they making and the road you heading down. But you know, as a youngin', you ain't trying to hear none of that. All you know is what you doing seem to be working because you ain't got caught. You ain't ended up, Lord, God forbid, dead, none of that. So you automatically think you got all the answers. You think you done seen it all. You think you done heard it all. But you just have little to no idea how much life really finna life. You feel me? Once you get to a certain age. But for some people, that came sooner than later. You feel me? And that's what we got going on here. Which is part of the problem why, you feel me, like I say, people getting so tied up in the streets. It's part of the problem is because they seeing what's going on, but they don't want to hear what you got to tell them. They just ain't trying to hear it, especially from an older nigga. They just think you washed up, whatever, bruh. You just trying to, you know what I'm saying, hate on a youngin'. You trying to like stop my shine. That's how most youngins might take it, bruh. But nah, bruh. We see where you heading because you can't see it for yourself. It's easy to be on the outside looking in and being able to see where a youngin' heading at versus that trying to get that youngin' to see for himself where he heading, because in his eyes, he ain't doing nothing wrong. Especially if he touching money. Especially if he touching more money than you. He ain't gonna respect you then. You feel me? It's only certain dudes, youngins will respect that they might have more money than, just simply because of their reputation. You feel me? Their reputation preceded them. So they know whatever they saying, they done lived. Whatever they trying to do, they done did. That person, they'll respect more versus somebody that don't come from where they come from, don't live, that ain't lived how they living. You feel me? Wasn't brought up how they brought up, didn't go through what they went through. So they'll respect a person that they're able to identify with more than somebody they're not.
Hey, I ain't no gangsta, I ain't no I ain't never seen this shit before. Oh, big head on. Why you ain't out the car?
Hey, so like I said, bruh said he ain't have to grow up that way, but there's a certain lifestyle that he had just got accustomed to. But it's another thing he said that was key in that. He didn't anticipate it going the way it did. He didn't anticipate shootouts. He didn't anticipate jail. He didn't anticipate losing some of the people closest to him, bro, along the journey. And that's what a lot of youngins don't realize, bro. They don't see down the road. You gotta be able to see down the road, bro. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where you trying to be, where you trying to go. Because if not, bro, you was sitting duck, my guy. I'm telling y'all, bro. The street life was always overrated. Been overrated, still overrated. My God, you can still have fun. You can still turn up without the street life, without committing crimes, without having to look over your shoulder for the police, without having to look over your shoulder for dudes trying to snake you, without trying to look over your shoulder for females trying to set you up. Like, I'm telling you, bro, you can still have everything that came in, that dudes supposedly get from street life money, cars, clothes, fame, whatever you searching for, bro. You don't need the streets for that. The streets ain't nothing but an image, bro. And you want to have this image because you want respect. Let me tell you what gets you respect. When people see your hustle, your grind, and see the success that came from it. You feel me? Treating people right get you that respect. You know what I'm saying? Being somebody of honor get you that respect. You know what I'm saying? Putting your people on and showing them the way. You know what I'm saying? Without gatekeeping the information. That gets you respect, bro. Being in the streets don't get you no respect, bro. I'm sorry. It don't. It don't warrant you no respect. But you gotta realize, bro, the street life has, always will be, overrated. And the streets is not a real place, bro. Hoods in America is a real place, but the streets, it's not a real place, dog. Because it has no honor. It has no heart. It has no code that people try to make you think it does. Nah. It never has, it never will be. The streets never love nobody, bro. And the streets ain't gonna love nobody. But that's all I got for y'all tonight, man. Merry Christmas, man. Celebrate with your family. You feel me? Have a good time, man. And if you see somebody, bro, like, let them know, bro. Let them know it's a better way. They may not be able to see it right now or right then and there, but it is a better way, bro. You don't always have to run to the street life. to get fast money. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that, bro. You don't. And people that say they forced in it, it's unfortunate because there's always a better way, bro. Always. Like I say, you can't always see it right away, but pray and ask God for wisdom and understanding, bro. Believe me, you'll find a better way. Go uptown to your neighborhood library. You know what I'm saying? In any library, bro, $1 billion worth of knowledge. $1 billion worth of knowledge. Gang. Get on Amazon on your phone. Amazon Prime. Just look up any book, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it's a way out. It's a way out in every situation. It's a way out. Trust. Trust. But, hey, man, I love y'all, man. And this your boy, man. Welcome Family Hustle TV. And, man, make sure you follow me on all platforms. Welcome Family Hustle on everything. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat. Follow me, man. And it's your boy, man. I'm going to be back. And we going to, you know what I'm saying, keep this thing going.